Lagi ya. Lupa lagi. Kalau misalkan main boleh nggak? Nggak. Dari sini. Soalnya aku dari tadi nyoba itu tempatku.
Hey, Ryan, can you come here?
I think you said Anya. Oh, that's how I was confused. I don't know. Never do that with the online. You can have that.
Okay. Let's get started again. Chair calls the GA to order at 3:57 Croatia time. The chair will entertain a motion to take the agenda point, attendant events off the table. Right? We tabled it. Yeah, okay. So
Over. I said the Netherlands as a group.
any objections? Hearing none, motion passes. That's
Okay, so in April, myself and Charlotte got to go to the IVSA conference in Birmingham in England. Alongside us, there was also other IVSA members there, and also IVSA UK and Ireland offer a scholarship every year for 2 students to attend for free. So keep an eye out for that next November, this November, sorry, because applications will be out for that. It was a really good opportunity for IVSA Global to contact lots and lots of sponsors. So me and Charlotte divided and conquered across the whole hall and approached pretty much all of the stalls. We sent a spreadsheet to Peter, and he's now got some contacts to follow up on the sponsors. So hopefully that will be fruitful. Just a note on VSAPA while I'm talking about it. They have an overseas students members portal. And basically, if you sign up, it's completely free. And you can get, can you read it? It's small. Basically, you can get free downloadable products like podcasts and VSADA books and manuals for free. You download them. And basically, you have to sign up for this if you want to apply for the scholarship that's going to come out in November. It's a really cool event, amazing lectures, so I'd really recommend everyone sign up because it's free. So why not? That's it. Hi. So I went to the World Veterinary Association Congress in San Jose, Costa Rica in April. And so I attended as an observer member and kind of acted as a voice of like the student perspective, and got to sit in on the GA. And WBA is a really important organization for us to collaborate with, so it was important that I was there and I got to meet a lot of cool this wasn't part of the Congress, but I got to go to like a soft rescue place and saw the red dynamic, and that was really cool. Next one next year is in New Zealand, the Congress next year. So I attended the executive board meeting of the World Health Organization in Germany. And I attended as part of the International Federation of Medical Students Association. And they offer a place every year for their EB meeting in January to an IVSA member. And so what we did was we discussed different agenda points and resolutions to be considered during a World Health Assembly. So it's a restricted meeting with mainly the 34 member states who are members of the executive board. And during this meeting, the member states make statements, and then also non-state actors such as IVSA, which is the medical students, but also other NGOs are able to make statements as well on certain agenda points. So it was a nice event to attend, because it was possible to realize how the World Health Organization works and how certain resolutions and decisions are made and considered. And also we got the chance to see Geneva and see IVSA at the weekend. So although the meetings are very long, we also had some time off as well, which is good. Thank you. And then hello everyone. Charlotte is still here because Charlotte and I got to go to the IVSA people. I got to go to the IVSA World Health Assembly workshop. Okay, this is great, right? Thank you. So, Charlotte is still here because both of us got to go to the World Health Assembly together as official IVSA representative, and I got the chance to go to the workshop organized by the IVSA before the assembly itself. So yeah, it's a 5-day workshop to prepare for the World Health Assembly itself. It's 5 days filled with workshops, different lectures, and just with the main goal to prepare all the youth there to be able to discuss the tabled points in the agenda of the assembly. This year we had something like IVSA had something different, which is to make 8 different advocacy working groups who worked on different topics. I was part of the infectious disease working group. Anya was also there as a member of IVSA, and she was working under the group Human Resource for Health working groups. And as part of these groups, we got to meet before going there and work together for, I would say, a month to write down statements and to make sure they got approved by IVSA, and some of them actually got approved by IVSA as well. So yeah, once you're there, you get to attend all these workshops that I was talking about to make you aware of what's going to happen and what are the main topics that's going to be discussed during the assembly, and also to make you gain and develop some soft skills that are needed to approach very, very important, sometimes scary people. It was very interesting, but it was very intense as well, because it's it's a whole day of sitting, just listening. Sometimes we do have round tables, but it was also a lot of listening and processing things that may not be very obvious and very clear for us as the general student, because with main topics discussed were like universal health coverage, health systems, which is not very, I wouldn't say it's not very relevant, but it's not very easy to find a place there as a bed student. Yeah. Besides that, we also had a social program, which was just a couple of hours. We got to go also explore the city of Geneva, the very beautiful city of Geneva. And that was that. After that, we had, well, it's like showing. I guess that it was me and Anya, we got to be part of the IVSA delegation. And while we were doing this workshop, Charlotte just arrived with the assembly, and she got to do a small preparation with the delegation of the International Pharmaceutical Student Federation. But as I say, we usually get 2 spots with the delegation of IVSA and 1 spot with the delegation of the Pharmaceutical Student Federation. This year, as I said, we had Anya, Charlotte, and I, and we also had Neil from us. So it was 4 of us that presenting the red perspective, and it was really nice and very interesting to attend. It is also very challenging sometimes to prepare yourself for such events. So if anyone is interested in those events, feel free to approach us, because it's a very interesting debate and conversation to have. And hopefully we will be able to have some spots for all our members, not all, but some of our members for the next year workshop and the assembly itself. So yeah, these are some of the pictures of, like you can see, the first one is the whole delegation, the whole IVSA delegation. Well, and there's someone, it doesn't really matter. And we had a couple of round table discussion, and this year was like a very focused on youth. So we had a lot of, besides the student themselves, the medical student, we had other youth coming to the room and discussing how we as youth could get involved with such agenda points and such big organization. Yeah, the lecture were really nice. This, like the one of the topics, we was a lecture about stakeholder mapping, which is not something that I don't know, but well, like for me, to me, it's not something that you learn at school. So it was nice to attend and learn about it. Then World Health Assembly itself, Charlotte.
So during the World Health Assembly itself, there are different things going on at the same time. So there are plenaries, which are basically meetings. Then there are Committee A and Committee B. So Committee A, there are discussions between member states regarding matters which have got something to do with the agenda proposed by the World Health Organization. And Committee B discussions are administrative matters, so those aren't as interesting as Committee A. During these committees, member states all make a statement regarding the discussion which they're having, and then also NGOs also have a chance to speak after these member states. Then, as well as that, there are technical briefings, which are specific public health topics which are proposed by the World Health Organization each year, so that new developments and new discussions can emerge from these meetings. Then, as well, other things that are going on are, well, side events, which are specific events organized at the same time during the meetings. And you can go to a side event, and they are specific side events for specific topics. These can be organized by NGOs, member states, or both. So specific things are discussed, such as, for example, access to medicines, fake medicines, One Health, and all these different issues. So, well, we all attended. It was very interesting. And then, so the other thing was Mariam got to give a statement on access to medicines and vaccines. So she was speaking in front of Committee A about this specific topic. And those were the various pictures of us with different delegations representing IVSA. March next year, I remember.
All right. So the next event that we attended is the OAE General Session. This was the second time that I had the privilege to go to this event. some of you were, those of you who were in the lecture this morning, it took place in Paris in France from the 26th to the 30th of May this year. So just a little bit more information about the OIE. Basically, the OIE General Session is it's an event where national delegates from 182 OIE member countries get together, and there are various representatives from a global network of experts and partners there as well. Then basically they have the World Assembly of Delegates that's focused on adopting new international standards on animal health and welfare, and they also get feedback on different countries that have been declared disease-free and different diseases, and it's always very interesting to see those kind of things and to get a little bit of exposure in public health in that sense. Then apart from the general session that we had, I also had quite a few face-to-face meetings with the OIE and IVSA. The main topics that we discussed there were the OIE IVSA Ambassador Program, as many of you have heard about this morning, and then also furthermore internship opportunities for IVSA members at the OIE. So those of you who have met Aziza, who was also here during the lecture this morning and during the workshops, you'll see she's there in the middle picture on the right. She's the current intern, and that's the second IVSA intern that we have at the OIE. You'll see the picture on the left is a photo with Clara. She's from Germany. And sorry, I just had to check if it's the same left and right. Anyway, so it's Clara from Germany. She was actually the first IVSA intern that spent some time at the OIE, and they spent time at the OIE headquarters, and it's a very really awesome opportunity for them to get a bit more exposure as to what the OIE does and some of the campaigns they run. You'll also see in the middle picture is Yale, who was also at the lectures this morning. Then the picture all the way to the right is where I'm pictured with Mohammed, who was the winner of the Rinderpace Challenge, the game. He's a vigorous gamer, so he actually got the opportunity to attend the general session, which is quite a big deal. It was an all expenses paid trip for him. They booked his hotel, everything. So in terms of the OIE ambassador program, there's a lot of opportunities attached to that. So I don't know if you quite grasp the kind of how awesome it can be. Anyway, so that was the OIE. Do you have any questions? No. All right. Then I can move on to the next event that I attended, which was the FEE Every General Assembly in Bratislava, Slovakia, from the 6th to the 8th of June. So just also a bit of information on what these different acronyms mean. EVERY is the European Veterinarians and Education Research Industry, and they're a section of the Federation of Veterinarians in Europe. So many European students may have heard of them, but yeah, they do quite a lot. The mission of FEE is to promote the health and well-being of man and animals by creating a better understanding with the general public of the benefits of research, innovation, and education in veterinary sciences. And I think that's very much in line with our mission as well. So you'll see there are some pictures of the beautiful city of Bratislava, which surprised me quite a lot. So there are two events attacked together. The one is the EVERY GA, which takes place over one day. And during this meeting, IVSA actually gives an annual report on the activities, things that we've been involved with. We then sit down and communicate with them on different potential areas of collaboration. And we also discuss previous and existing projects between us and both the EVERY and FEE. And then after that, there are 2 days of the FEDGA, and usually we just get the opportunity to attend and listen a bit more about what they do and use that opportunity to network. But this year was quite unique in the sense that they allowed me to give a presentation on IVSA, and that presentation was incredibly well received. We got quite a few cool opportunities out of that. With collaboration with them, and they were just incredibly impressed with all the things that IVSA does. And then apart from that, I had face-to-face meetings Sorry, I see that's fact, please excuse the typo. But both with the FE and Everett boards, and there were some issues that we ironed out, and not major things, but small communication issues, and then we kind of came up with a strategy to streamline communication between FE and IVSA, and we're hoping that that would really make it easier for both parties to promote opportunities to both members, both our members and the FE members. I also had a meeting with the EAEBE president. I'm sorry, I'm going to get it wrong if I say what that acronym is, but it's basically the accreditation body of the European veterinary schools. And we have a project that we collaborate with them on that I'll talk about later as well. And then I had a meeting with the Chicago board as well. So that we'll also talk about a bit more later. Yeah, that was it for the FBE average. Do any of you have any questions? Okay, I guess not.
Jordan.
Hi guys, so IVSA Global got given 2 free tickets to go to the Vet Festival. It was held about 5-6 weeks ago. As the IVSA officials, I was able to attend, but unfortunately no one else was able to, and they kindly gave the ticket to UK and Ireland. So Laura Turner, who's with us today, she also came along as well. It's a really great event for just CPD, continuing professional development, and teaching students. I had 2 meetings. One with Caroline Carr, who's the event organizer, who would like to strike up a partnership with IVSA, and Rebecca George, who is the World Small Animal Veterinary Association promotional coordinator. So following that, this is what VetFest have offered us, and I've sent this over to Peter, so we might be having potential partnerships soon. So they're hoping to, in the future, increase the number of students going. They currently have about 100 students, but they're going to offer IVSA an exhibition stand there. So I think that will be our first one at an event with our own stand, which would be really cool. And then they're hoping to open it up to allow free positions for student volunteers, and 2 free day tickets to IVSA Global, and discounts for students who just want to attend and take part. So that would be really cool. And next year it will be on the 5th and 6th of June. That's it really.
Any questions for Jordan? No, you're good.
Hi everyone, I'm back. Hope you're not sick of me because you're going to be stuck with me for another full year. So last week actually I attended WSAVA World Conference in Toronto. So Jordan mentioned it real quick. WSAVA is the World Small Animal Veterinary Association. So the biggest association for small animal vets. When I did there, I attended their assembly meeting, so basically their GA, which is actually way less organized than ours, I noticed. They don't follow the rules at all, and they don't get, well, they do get stuff done. I think we're better, basically that. And I also managed to get a lot of meetings with a lot of important people. So it's good to introduce myself as the new president of IVSA and see if they had opportunities to collaborate with us. For example, the president of CAVA, SAVA, all the other acronyms. I also met a lot of potential sponsors, which I sent through to Peter. So hopefully something can come out of that. And with a few I wanted to point out a bit more. One of them is the vet show people. So I had a meeting with Rob Chapman with that show. So they're interested in having a volunteer program at the Vet Festival, just like the Sava. So for those who don't know that, we run a volunteer program at WSABA. So we have a couple of spots for volunteers, and we have a volunteer coordinator there. And the volunteers get free registration in return for that they work there. But we're also meaning that you moderate the meeting, basically moderate the sessions, which basically means you can just sit in the back, attend those really good lectures for free. So on the right here, you see a picture of me with some volunteers who are actually way smaller than me. So yeah, we had 38 volunteers in Canada this year. Next year, the Congress will be in Warsaw. I think someone was handing out things for that. Was that you, Christy? So yeah, in 2020, it's going to be in Warsaw. We're going to have the volunteer program there again. And coming back to my first point, the vet shows, so London Vet Show, I think there's a lot more. They're also interested in running a volunteer program. So hopefully we can pull that through so that all of you lovely IVSA people can attend those events for free. Isn't that great? Yeah, I also ran for charity, so you can see that on the last picture. So the idea is it's called a fund run, so you give a bit of money to their foundation, which is basically the equivalent of the development fund that we have. Then you run 5 kilometers, and if you finish in the first some odd people, you get a medal. And I got one, so that was very cool. And then for this, we went through Toronto a bit. Didn't have that much time because I had to fly back to be here with you guys. And yeah, that's basically it. Any questions? Yeah. No? Okay.
Next on the agenda, report of the 67th IVSA Symposium in South Korea.
I'm here.
Let's do it.
Hi guys, I'm Ryan from South Korea and I was one of the OCs previously. And yes, I'm here to present the reports and let's go. To have a quick review. First, itineraries. Before itineraries, there will be a brief introduction of the sponsor and the OCs. Yeah. So that was the brochure, the book that we gave that out. Here are the OCs from approximately 30 OCs, and I was one of them. And there are the sponsors. Mainly, we got sponsors thanks to Zoetis. We really got a lot of help from them, and also Verbach as well, and also some of the Korean veterinarians associations as well, and colleges associations. Also Mars, Jeonju, which was the city, and also finally KRA, which was the Korean horse racing authorities. So this was the actual itinerary. Actually, we planned for 18 hours of GA, but we were lucky to have it less than that. Yeah, we had 2 hours left, so we had the free time at day 8. So I'll just skim it really fast. So on day 1, registration, welcome dinner. We had a buffet. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Day 2, we had an opening ceremony and lectures, GAs, workshops, and optional props. Maybe you guys still remember the drinking games. And day 3, lectures. Sorry, it's boring. More museum we visited, and we also got general there. And also we got to visit the horse racing authorities. Day 4, optional tours. We had ice skating. We went to market to have some street foods and have lunch there. Also, some of you guys might have chosen temple stay, like experiencing temple stays. And at Jumbo Palace, we took some pictures and culture night. It was crazy. Yesterday, crazy. It's crazy. Day 5, we also had museums, optional activities. We were lucky to have some of the OCs who were actually able to show you what was it? Percussion quartets, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, auction was done, and we also visited National Institute of Ecology. We departed from Seoul downwards, and we all had GA there. We also visited night market, and then we had some tours all together at Hamlet Village, which is a village where a lot of things are really built in a traditional way, and also live auction. Oh, it was silent auction before, and we had live auction here, and a t-shirts party. And then we came back to Seoul to have our the last GA and have formal dinner day. Sadly, it's day 9, the last day. You guys left. Sorry, and we were so sad. I cried. Yeah, and there was 2 ongoing to do symposium. They left for Jeju Island, and yeah, that's it. So guys, that's money. So finance report. About the incomes, we had fees that much, about 150 delegates, plus about 30 OCs. We had 4 reduced fee spots, 2 from us, 2 from Charlotte, DAT. Yeah, and we had 4 main sponsors, and we also collected fee for optional tourism activities. And expenses, we also paid CF taxes, accommodations. It was 4 kinds, because for the expo meetings at Seoul National University dormitory, when we had visited Jeonju City, and lastly when we came back to Seoul, so that was 4. And all things foods, yay. And then transportation, yeah, we did manage to give every delegate the transportation cards already charged. Like, we calculated the money that the expenses that might be needed during the whole event, which was also chargeable by your own, so you guys might have to come on your own, which is not recommended. And also, we had private buses to save some time, and blah blah blah. Sorry, they're all blah blah blahs. There are extras for optional tours, t-shirts, bags, brochures. It's not bagging, it's bedding. It's not in there, okay. Yeah, so we had 225 euros of the balance. That much was left. And in summary, I made it. Yeah, that's it. And with the balance of 225 euros, we added, we collected our fees more, and we got to have a good photo. And we also had a meal together, but not everyone was in the meal, so no photos for that. Sorry, but anyways, yeah, we had a nice dinner together and took a food photo. Yeah, and say hello to my dog. Thank you, and this isn't any questions. I moved to approve the report and the budget from 67th IVSA symposium in South Korea.
Second.
Are there any questions for Ryan about his report or their budget? Daniel.
I can just shout. Yeah, but I have to speak to that. Oh, Daniel on IVSA Exco. What was the reason for you guys to earn an optional tours? Is it just because some people paid in euros, some people paid in won, or why did you actually earn money from optional tours? Oh, never mind. I'm gonna sit down. See, if I can mess up, you guys can do as well. So stand up and participate in the GAs.
Any other, whatever that was? Any questions? Oh, yeah. Go for it. Come on, run.
Hey guys, I'm Patana Rakun from IVSA Thailand. I have something to as well? Like, do you have some advice that you want to give to someone who held the symposium, who will hold a symposium next to you, or after? Have some advice that you want to give?
I would like to say like there are several things, but I think the thing I really wanted to point out was like we had 30 OCs, but actually, can you see like actually we divided our tasks also like, of course, every OCs will divide their things to do. Like it could be treasurer stuff, it could be just organizing the whole, planning the whole event, or it could be only regarding caterings, or it could be only regarding accommodations. But we had like bunch of OCs, and like I have experience of a lot, I would say a lot of congresses and one symposium, and most of the events they didn't really have as much as OCs as we had. So it could be also chaos at the same time because there are too many, but having a lot of OCs and having them organized, divided into teams, that was really great for us, I would say. And I'm not giving you advice to have 30 OCs, but like at least not one person per one task, like one group composed of 2 or 3 members for tasks that would be efficient and really good for you, I would say.
Thank you. Any other? Oh, Tavishi.
Please stand up some more.
Speech Anya, I would say thanks, guys. Just to respond a little bit to the chair, just to respond to the chair. We have the OC manual that should be done by September. So anyone thinking of running for any sort of symposiums or congresses should read the manual before they think about running, and it should give them loads of advice.
Look forward to that OC manual then. Okay, any other questions, comments? Yes.
Okay, you're gonna go to charity creation. So what about the poll we have to do after the symposium? Will we see the results?
The poll.
The poll, the survey, like the Google form we did after the symposium, they got the results?
I can answer that. Anya reported on that earlier.
Okay, sorry, I was.
No worries, I know you guys are busy. If you would like further information about it, Anya can provide. Okay, any other questions or comments? Are there any objections to approving the report and budget? Hearing none, motion passes. Okay, the chair will entertain a motion to go into recess until the next GA. You're not standing in, I didn't call on you. Ellen. Are there any objections to going into recess? Hearing none, we're in recess. Don't leave, Crystal, sit down. There are announcements. You wanna go first, OC?
Can I go here?
Whatever makes you happy.
Okay, so tonight, now after the GA, we will have the